And this time, it's another Real to Life. I'm Bernard Jones. Last time, you probably were aware as I shared with you my progress and what started happening with BG Wealth Sharing and DSJ Exchange. Well, it was a Ponzi scheme, and I said in the other episode, pause. So thank God I didn't get anyone signed up under me and all of that. So that's what I wanted to just briefly sum up and talk about the spiritual implications. As you know, with Real to Life, I want to share biblical principles with real life issues. All right. So let's get right into it. Thanks again for your likes, your hearts, and your shares, your prayers. Appreciate it. Also, find me on YouTube. Go like, subscribe, support me over there. Appreciate it. Hey, with the idea of schemes, Ponzi schemes, let's compare the natural to the spiritual, because there are spiritual scams. All right, but let's compare the natural first. There are many types of scams. I got some notes right here on my phone. I'm going to just go through this, and guess what? There are many types of scams. There are romance scams. Believe it or not, people actually claiming to be or do something that they were never, you know, intending to do or be towards the other person. Romance scams. In fact, some of these people, they get into it and they lose thousands of dollars through a romance scam. So first of all, let's just say, well, a scam could never happen to me. Then I think you are mistaken. Let's 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 briefly think about that, because I think at one point or another we've all been scammed in this life in one form or another. If it wasn't a romance scam, it was something else. How about buying a car? And as we would say, it's a lemon, right? It's really bad. It turned out sour. You thought you were getting a good deal, only to find out that the car broke down 10 days later, 3 days later. Then they came up, the states came up with a lemon law. So you could get some type of compensation if that happened. So that's a scam. Okay, so another common scam is a financial scam regarding cryptocurrencies. It's a fake uh, cryptocurrency platform, and they're looking for investors to get involved, where they're promising a high yield, a high return. You're gonna get money back, double, triple, quadruple on the money that you put in, what you put in. So high tech scams refer to like customer service. You have a problem with your device, your computer, your phone, your tablet, and you call this number for support, only to find out that they are going to remote in to your device, where they can see everything in your device, see your screen, see your apps that's on your device, and they can remotely see all of that from their location, only to find out that it's a scam, because they actually got your personal information, they got your login credentials, your passwords, everything that was hidden because it was in your device. But now they have access to your device. They have it. They have everything that they wanted. That's a scam, right? What's another one? The fake check scams. All right. How many remember that one? So there are many types of scams. I'm just going to name a few, because otherwise there are many. But some things like the MLMs, multi-level marketing, were beneficial to a lot of people. And the thing is, a lot of companies that started out, Avon, Mary Kay, Herbalife, Organo Gold. A lot of these companies, they started when they first started. People thought the whole thing was a Ponzi scheme, because it was structured like a pyramid scheme, as many would say. But it was just MLM, multi-level marketing. So, and some of these companies, they went to court, and they faced the challenges of that structure with that type of a company. But some of these companies were legitimate after all. So there are many types of scams. But the ultimate scam, I want to leave you with this. Comparing the natural to the spiritual, the ultimate scam is to trade your soul for something else. What can you give for your soul, your will, your mind, your emotions, the essence of who you are, your spirit being? Your soul belongs to God. But without God, what can you exchange for your soul? Yes, yes, believe it. The devil is offering scams every day, 365 days of the year, 7 days a week. The devil wants to offer you something that's shiny, glittering, but all that glitters ain't gold. Come on, somebody. The devil is into scamming and offering something that is not worth it. In the end, you'll end up paying a price you cannot afford to pay. It's a scam. Watch out for the scams of the devil. That's the ultimate scam. You have a choice to make. Who are you going to choose? You're going to choose the things of the world, or you're going to choose your relationship with God. God has already given us the provisions that we need to have a relationship with him as our Father, our Creator. That's the ultimate scam, to believe that there is someone, place, or thing that can replace your relationship with God. Jesus said this in Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. Jesus asked the question, what shall it profit a man or a woman if he gains the whole world, right? And then lose your soul, you forfeit your soul. Fame, no amount of fame, success, wealth, none of this can replace the value of your soul. What can you give in exchange for your soul? That's the ultimate scam, to believe that you're going after this person, place, or thing, or these things, these shiny things in life, and expecting a good return, when ultimately you won't get a good return. Ultimately, in the end, you lose your soul. You lose the very presence of God. You lose your soul for eternal damnation. That's the ultimate scam, to jump into something thinking that it was all good, only to find out the rug pull at the end. So many scams going out. There are romance scams, there are financial scams, there are product scams. How many of you ever brought a product? You brought a product and only to find out it didn't do what they said it would do, right? I remember I had these gloves and they had a little power button on the on the um, on the finger of the glove, only to find out that it was only just an image right there. It was only like just a marking right there. When you push it, nothing happened. It didn't power up. These gloves were supposed to be electronically activated to keep your hands warm, but only to find out, okay, it was a gimmick. You know, my stepdad used to say that. It's only a gimmick. Thanks again. Like, share, heart the message, all right? If you find value. All right. Until next time, God's grace to you.